Hello and welcome to Tech.eX. Today we will be discussing revenue management with one of the hospitality industry's leading solution providers, IDeaS. Accommodation has been at the core of hotel revenue management strategy. However, for many hotels and resorts, meeting rooms are either a significant component of revenue or in many cases are critical to driving revenue to the business, such as hotels or resorts targeting residential conference business. Today, we will discuss how to manage event revenue and profit with my guest from IDeaS, Helen Taylor, Client Relationship Manager for Meetings and Events. Helen started working in hotels after college and has served within the hospitality industry throughout her entire career. In her various roles over the years, from operations to revenue management, she's brought a strong sense of customer service, professionalism, and dynamism to them all. Welcome, Helen.
Hello, Matthew.
Helen, firstly, can you please provide us with a high-level overview of IDeaS and the revenue science you bring to the hospitality industry?
Yes, certainly. So some quick facts about IDeaS. We're over 30 years young, over 18,000 clients, over 2.4 million rooms and accommodations are managed by IDeaS. We drive revenue in 145 countries, and 98% of our clients choose to continue working with us year on year. IDeaS founders pioneered revenue science, and we've blazed new trails ever since in hospitality, travel, and beyond. With our visionary, groundbreaking innovations, we invent the future and set new industry standards. Our deep knowledge and our advanced mathematics have been built into each of our sophisticated technology offerings, and today we're known as the world's leading and most trusted provider of revenue management solutions. And one of those solutions is SmartSpace by IDeaS.
So, Helen, what are some of the challenges the industry faces in optimizing meetings and events revenue strategy?
Okay, so first of all, certainly post-pandemic, demand and staffing uncertainty. It's difficult to plan and manage resources within our M&E offices. The demand is still not quite back to 2019 levels, and we still have some gaps in our staffing within the offices. The challenges that we see here, they were in place long before the arrival of COVID. So, for example, who owns meetings and events? It doesn't always fall under the revenue management structure. It could report into sales, it could report into catering. Another is how to report to stakeholders, what to report on. Even today in M&E, the processes are still very manual. We're still relying on Excel spreadsheets or manual updates of BI tools. It's also very difficult to consolidate multi-property, so whether we've got larger estates or even different brands within the estate. We need to understand what is the revenue opportunity of our meeting and event space. Collecting data is time consuming. Sales and catering typically can only report on actualization, not demand. And one of the biggest ones is data insights and how to interpret them. How do we measure the success of our strategy? Within M&E, there is a very different set of data points from accommodation business. The data we see here is crucial in helping clients define their strategy. Sales and catering systems will give you business on the books, business done, but typically do not provide a visual aggregate of total demand for any point in time, past or future, for trend comparison purposes. If a venue doesn't have the visibility into their total demand, they cannot forecast accurately. If a venue doesn't have the visibility into booking trends, they cannot formulate strategies for different types of business. And here we see on the screen talking about sort of resources. This is typical of how an M&E office perhaps operates without as the solution. As you can see, the data gathering and preparation takes up an awful lot of time, which only leaves a very small opportunity to actually look at that data, analyze it, and set our strategy. But with SmartSpace, the seesaw swings the other way. It's very quick and easy to gather that data, and therefore it allows us to spend time analyzing and putting into place our M&E strategy. And here we see, I touched on it earlier on, but SmartSpace is a tool that can be utilized by different personas, both within property, an individual property, or across a larger estate, and can be utilised by different personas at a group level or corporate level.
So, Helen, what should be considered to effectively measure revenues and profit of meetings and events?
Okay, Matthew. So as I touched on earlier, the solution can be used by a variety of people within the hotel, or as I say, at corporate level. And it aligns these different departments, sales, marketing, and revenue strategy, to come together and ensure that those key demand times are absolutely maximized. But where that demand isn't quite there, to start thinking about what initiatives do we need to put in place to start generating our pipeline, and therefore enabling a much more proactive approach than we've previously known. And once we start to drive that revenue, we can then start to think about the journey for profit. So by maximizing revenues, this will help to increase profit, and it all begins with data quality and baseline KPIs. And you might say, well, what are those KPIs within M&E? Well, first of all, our conversion, our space utilization, our revenue per attendee, our revenue per area. And once we have established those, this enables the hotel to review and refine pricing strategies to improve upon those KPIs. Assessing team incentives also can help towards maximizing revenues and profit, and dynamically adjusting pricing based on changes in demand. We can react quickly and proactively, and therefore maximizing on that profit.
So, Helen, they say if you can measure it, you can manage it. And it sounds like SmartSpace is the perfect tool to create those measurements, create those KPIs, and then manage the operation to those KPIs moving forward. So is SmartSpace just for hotels, or are you helping other types of meetings and event spaces to build a revenue strategy as well?
Absolutely, we are. So other industries we work with are convention centres, and also we have several sporting arenas who we work with. But also for those hotels that perhaps might have their own bespoke revenue management system, those types of hotels we can also work with too.
Thank you very much, Helen. Maybe now, could you give us a glimpse of what SmartSpace actually looks like?
Yes, certainly. So welcome to the SmartSpace dashboard. The dashboard provides a quick view of some of the key management information relating to meetings and events business. The solution is comprised of 4 main sections, all of which are accessed from the navigation bar. Trend analysis provides detailed displays of daily demand, lead time, pace, booking status versus budget forecast, and a key focus on high-value bookings. The comprehensive trend analysis data provides a foundation for you to create an accurate demand forecast by day for the next 12 months, combined with the visibility of defined business pickup, thus allowing a proactive approach for meetings and events initiatives. And as I mentioned earlier, those different personas would certainly find trend analysis very useful in their roles. Strategy setting provides the tools to create daily demand forecast and build an effective demand-based selling strategy to maximize opportunity. This is supported by an effective pricing strategy by function room, providing a guide to selling decisions and RFP responses to maximize revenues on key demand dates. And selling strategies can be configured for different types of business. The performance area combines essential performance metrics to give holistic measure of how well space is utilized, comparing functional occupancy with attendee density, revenue per attendee, and revenue per square foot, illustrating effective use of space. With options to review conversion, both by arrival and create months, conversion statistics deliver a vital tool to manage opportunities effectively. Focus on conversion of revenue, as well as the number of inquiries, can improve performance by each team member to deliver significant revenue growth. Finally, the competitive market sections provide a price value matrix to track competitor pricing versus product quality, enabling sales team to be confident in promoting themselves versus other venues. and the competitive market can be configured into corporate business and also social business. These are just a few of the highlights of this unique meetings and event solution. Overall, the solution gives access to key data from your sales and catering system to support smarter decisions and more accurate strategy. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Helen. That is one powerful system that I wish I had had when I was managing residential conference resorts. The KPIs that it gives you, the overview that it gives you at a high level is so powerful. So thank you very much for sharing that. That's a great insight.
Thank you, Matthew, for giving us the opportunity to talk about meetings and events with you.
So thank you again, Helen, for an insightful presentation and demonstration of how IDeaS solutions are meeting the challenges of managing revenue and profit of meetings and events. It was an absolute pleasure talking with you, Helen. For more information on SmartSpace or any of IDeaS solutions, visit IDeaS.com or contact the team at IDeaS by email at info@ideas.com. Thank you for watching today's Tech.eX solution. You can learn more at ehotelier.com and subscribe to our daily insights for lessons from global industry leaders like IDeaS. Take care and safe travels.